Okay. So let's dive in to start to settle. So you can sit up nice and tall, whatever comfortable seat you're able to take today. If you can go ahead and close the eyes already, you're welcome to do so. If the eyes are not quite ready to close, they can stay open. I imagine they will eventually settle. And the palms can rest either on the thighs or in the lap, palms facing up, palms facing down. Option to connect the thumb and the pointer finger on both hands, coming into Gyan Mudra, if you so choose. Get nice and long in the spine, so allowing for the natural curves and shapes of the body. Feeling the root, the very bottom of your pelvic bowl connecting downward, grounding our energy, grounding our physical being. And then as you inhale, you can feel the crown of the head, the very top of the body, lightening and lifting up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, towards the heavens, whatever upward connection works for you. You can soften in the jaw, soften in the mouth. So check that the tongue is not pushing against the teeth or glued to the roof of the mouth. Slight connection between the tip of the tongue just behind the teeth where the teeth meet the soft palate. And a slight tuck of the chin towards the chest. So getting long in the cervical spine. And before we introduce any concepts, before we scan the body or the mind or the emotions, before any of that, we're going to move the neck a bit and use some Brahmari breath. So an option to shake up or vibrate out anything that might be restricting us in our ability to speak clearly or listen well or visualize, right? So any blockages that we might have in this region here, really from the heart up. So we'll just be moving the neck in a few directions using Brahmari breath to clear out any stagnation. So let's start by exhaling and lowering the chin towards the chest, just slightly. Exhale and lower chin towards chest. If you're really able to let the chin drop down, you can, but stay safe in the neck and the cervical spine. So whatever the tucking of chin towards chest means, starting to stretch into the upper shoulders and maybe the back of the neck. And we'll take 3 rounds of Brahmari breath here. So let's exhale, empty out to begin. Inhale, fill up through the nose, 3 rounds of Brahmari breath. Mm. 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 You can use your hands to help lift the chin back up, coming up to neutral. And then we're going to look over our left shoulder. So turning to the left, looking over the left, maybe aligning chin over shoulder. If we can't quite get that deep into a twist, we can come to whatever level feels accessible. And we'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breath over to the left. So let's start with an exhale, empty the lungs. Inhale, fill up. Mm -hmm. Mm. Mm. Gently come through center. Pause for a moment with the neck neutral through center. Notice the different sensations. Sit up nice and tall. Re-elongate through the spine. Feel that lift from the crown. And then we'll look over our right shoulder. Chin might arrive over shoulder, or we can soften to whatever extent feels accessible, allowing the two sides to be different. We'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breath here. So let's start with an exhale. Inhale to fill up. Mm -hmm. Mm -hmm. Mm -hmm. Gently bring the neck back through center, through neutral. Re-elongate through the spine. Notice any sensations in the body, in the neck, in the base of the skull, through the upper back. Let's take some time here to scan the physical body. Notice any sensations, any information about what it's like to occupy this physical body at this moment in time. Take a moment here and check in with our emotional body. Noticing what is present for us given our current life curriculum. What are we navigating in this present moment? What do we know is waiting for us when we end this session? What do we have on for the day, for the week, for the coming future? And what emotions does it stir in us? And then taking a moment here to check in with the mental fluctuations. What stories are we telling ourselves? What soundtrack of thoughts are on repeat? What grooves have gotten so deep that we're having a hard time getting out of them? So we'll work with a breathing technique. It's just a simple counting technique. Inhaling for 4 seconds, holding the breath in for 7, exhaling for 8 seconds. Inhaling for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8. So I'll count the first few rounds and then you'll guide yourself. And start with an exhale, empty all the way out. And begin. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. Hold 7. Exhale 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Carry on using your own count. Keep going for a few more here. Take your time. Don't rush. Wherever you are, the next time that you exhale for the full 8 seconds, release the practice and come into neutral breathing. And from neutral breath, come back to witness the body. Come back to witness the emotional body. And come to witness the mind. And we'll start to work with gratitude. So taking more time here in meditation, releasing any breathing practice. We'll work with the concept of gratitude. And for some people, this is a simple concept and it's easy to count our blessings. And for other people, this is challenging, especially if we are facing a difficult point in life where things feel very heavy, either personally or within our community, for someone we love. Sometimes on a global scale, it can feel like everything is going to shit. And those are the times that it can be quite difficult to access gratitude. Typically, those are the times where the practice is the most powerful. So before we begin to bring into our mind's eye all that we are grateful for, just check in with how it even lands when I say that. A bit of a buzzword. It's been used and in some cases abused in the wellness world. Oftentimes it can make people feel a bit cringy. There is some pitfalls of spiritual bypassing when we talk about gratitude. So just see if it's something that lands well in your system or if it creates a bit of conflict. And then we'll work with making our own lists. So if you're the kind of person who likes to visualize, you might see in your mind's eye, in your third eye space, in this projector that sits in front of your closed eyes, all that you are grateful for. You could bring up images of people, of experiences, of access to privilege, whatever that looks like in your world. You might make a mental list if visualization does not come easily to you. You might simply send love out to those you are grateful for. You might call them into your heart space. And it really can be anything. It can be material goods. It can be people. It can be animals. It can be plants. It can be soft sheets on your bed. It can be food and access to food. It can be refrigeration. It can be electricity, warm running water, the ability to wash your body and your clothes. So anything that you can access with gratitude for the next few moments, we're going to sit with that. Your list is long and abundant. Keep going. If you are struggling to come up with things, you can repeat the same person or the one thing that brings gratitude into your world right now. You can just repeat. Sometimes we can access it more easily than others. That's okay. Stick with the practice. Stay with it for a few more moments. Final moments here. Just notice if even more than you imagined bubbled up to the surface. Maybe people you haven't thought of in a long time, memories you haven't thought of in a long time. Bring our palms to touch, coming into Namaskar Mudra, prayer hands. Let's place our thumbs against our third eye. So resting the thumbs against the forehead. You can repeat, I am now more mindful of the thoughts I think about myself and others. I am now more mindful about the thoughts I think about myself and others. Let's keep our hands in prayer and bring our thumbs to our lips. And you can repeat, I am now more mindful about the words I speak about myself and others. I'm now more mindful about the words I speak about myself and others. Keeping the hands in prayer, place the thumbs against your heart space. I am now more mindful about the love I give and receive to myself and others. I am now more mindful of the love I give and receive to myself and others. Let's take one round of Om or Brahmari breath if you prefer to close the practice. So you can join me in an Om. If you're in a place where that doesn't feel comfortable or safe, you can do one round of Brahmari breath or closed mouth Om. So let's start with an exhale. Inhale, fill up. Om. And thank you all for joining me and practicing with me this morning. I am grateful for every single one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Sending you all some love.